If you're not seeing results like this, and like this, it's probably because you're using the wrong dispute reasons. And I'm going to show you specific laws to help you increase your chances of knocking the credit bureaus out. So to increase your chances of getting those deletions from your credit report, what you want to do is clean up your personal information. All right. Now, what you want to do is create a free account with Experian. Now, once you create a free account with Experian, you're going to dispute online, but you're not going to be able to dispute all your personal information. So here's what you want to do now. You want to give Experian a call, all right? Now you want to talk to the fraud department. Now, your accounts or your personal information is not fraud, but talking to the fraud department is going to increase your chances of getting that personal information removed from your credit report, all right? All you got to do is say, hey, this personal information is outdated. I want it removed from my report. Now, sometimes they're going to give you a hard time. So now what you want to do is create a letter that looks similar to this. And let me break it down to you, all right? So what you want to do now is put your first name, last name, your current address, today's date, to Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, right? I was looking over my credit report and found some addresses that appear to be incorrect, all right? Now, what you want to do is just put your address, right? 123 Main Street, Orlando, Florida. The specific address, right, is outdated. Delete personal data due to violation of 15 USC 1681 EB, right? Now, after you list all your addresses, now what you want to do is you're probably going to see different variations of your name, all right? So you want to list all the variations of your name. You want to get that removed from your credit report as well. And then from there, what you want to do is update your actual employer information as well, because sometimes that's going to be outdated, all right? So what you want to do is, hey, remove this employer information, and sometimes you're going to see incorrect phone numbers as well. You want to get that removed as well. So just list every single personal information that is outdated on the specific letter that you couldn't dispute online, or that, hey, the fraud department was tripping. Now you want to create a letter, and then you want to add 2 forms of identification. Of course, send it certified to Experian, send one to TransUnion, send it to Equifax. If you have a bankruptcy being reported on your credit report, you need to understand this. The courthouse doesn't report to the credit bureaus. So how is it that, hey, this bankruptcy is being reported? Guess what? LexisNexis has probably brought your information and sold it to the credit bureaus, all right? Now, what you want to do, instead of disputing with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, here's how you want to go about disputing that bankruptcy and get it removed from your credit report, all right? First, what we want to do is dispute with LexisNexis. Let me show you how to create this specific letter, all right? So what you want to do is, of course, have your full name, current address, social, date of birth, or you can just put the last 4 of your social, all right? And then LexisNexis, all right? Date, put today's date. And then basically what you want to say is, I have recently been informed that there is negative information reported by U.S. District Court, whatever file you maintain under my Social Security number. Upon ordering a copy of my credit report, I see an entry from the court list of bankruptcy, discharge, whatever, 123, whatever your reference number is, filed on whatever specific date that you filed on, all right? Bankruptcy, all right? Discharge with reference number 1234, whatever, filed on specific date. This account is not showing maximum possible accuracy according to 15 USC 1681 EB. Delete bankruptcy off my credit report for violation of this specific law. So this is what you want to leverage to help you get this bankruptcy removed with LexisNexis. And now once you, of course, add 2 forms of identification and send it to them, but once you get it off your credit report, now what you want to do is go back and dispute with Experian, go back and dispute with TransUnion, go back and dispute with Equifax to help increase your chances of removing that bankruptcy. Now you got to wait, 10 years for it to fall off. You can leverage this to help increase your chances of knocking the credit bureaus out, all right? Everybody has hard inquiries on their credit report, but 9 times out of 10, it probably don't have permissible purpose to be on there. So without waiting 2 years for it to fall off, here's how you're going to leverage this specific law and letter to help you knock them out. But first thing you want to do is give Experian a call, give TransUnion a call, give Equifax a call, and actually order your consumer report, because it's going to be different from the one that you see on annualcreditreport.com and from Identity IQ. So what you want to do is give them a call, and what you're probably going to get the credit report that's probably like 60 to 100 pages, depending on how big your credit report and all that. But once you get that report, what you want to do is go to the hard inquiry section, all right? Now, what you're going to see is under the hard inquiry section, you're going to see inquiries that have permissible purpose and some of them that don't have permissible purpose, all right? Now, the ones that don't have permissible purpose, and it's probably going to be a lot of them, here's how you want to create the specific letter with a specific law to help you knock it off, right? So first things first, what you want to do, of course, put your first name, last name, address, right? Today's date, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, who are we talking to? All right. I just recently looked at my credit report. I saw some hard inquiries that did not have permissible purpose. Can you reinvestigate the inquiries listed below? All right. Simple. And then put the first one that you're talking about. So whatever the hard inquiry name is and whatever the date is that it was made, this inquiry has no permissible purpose to be on my credit report. Delete inquiry due to violation of 15 USC 1681B. All right. And you want to do that for every last hard inquiry that's on your credit report that doesn't have permissible purpose. Make sure you add 2 forms of identification, send it certified to Experian or TransUnion Equifax, and watch your hard inquiry start falling off. So you probably have a repossession or you probably have charge-offs as well on your credit report. Now, there are multiple ways of going about removing that charge-off or that repossession from your credit report. But one of the things you can leverage is first date of delinquency, all right? And 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be incorrect. But in order to actually see the specific incorrect or inaccuracy on your credit report, what you want to do is actually leverage your credit report. So what you want to do is go to annualcreditreport.com and get your Equifax report. And what you're going to see is a lot of details within that specific account. So what you want to do is look to see, hey, does the date of first delinquency actually match up to the actual specific date that is being reported delinquent, all right? And 9 times out of 10 is not. So here's how you want to create the specific letter to help increase your chances of knocking it off, all right? So first things first, of course, we want to put is your name, your address, right? And then who are we talking to? Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, right? And then subject dispute of inaccurate date of first delinquency for repossession or charge off, right? We're just talking about one specific account. So what you want to do is put their Experian or TransUnion Equifax, all right? Right into dispute an inaccurate entry on my credit report. The repossession listed under creditor name with account number 1234 includes an incorrect date of first delinquency according to 15 U.S.C. 1681C. Negative information such as repossession must be removed from my credit report after 7 years from the date of first delinquency. All right. So 9 times out of 10, if it's incorrect on your credit report, that means it's going to stay on your credit report even longer. Now, you can also leverage that to sue the credit bureaus, or if you don't want to sue them, you can go about, of course, leveraging that to help you get that account removed from your credit report. All right. So what you want to do, of course, now is put the account name and the account number, right? Now, once you have the account name and the account number, this account is not showing maximum possible accuracy according to 15 USC 1681 EB and 15 USC 1681 C. The date of first delinquency is not accurate. Delete account immediately for violation of 15 USC 1681 EB and C. All right. So you want to leverage those specific laws. Make sure you add 2 forms of identification, right? Driver's license, proof of residency, or your social security. Send it, certify to Experian, to TransUnion, to Equifax. All right. Now, once you send that, now you're going to see your accounts start falling off and start seeing your credit score increase. But if you haven't sent off any letters, one of the best letters that we're using is this specific letter, the new free secret letter, because what we're doing is leveraging based off of the data on your credit report. Put it on this letter because 9 times out of 10, the open date last active, a lot of stuff is going to be incorrect. So what we're doing is calling that out, right, with the specific laws, right? So how you get the specific letter, you want to go to freesecretletter.com and download your letter, all right? And you're going to be able to leverage this to help you increase your chances of getting those accounts removed from your credit report in the first 30 days.